You wake up on a Saturday morning, open your eyes, and instantly feel the crushing weight of the outside world. The thought of putting on hard pants, stepping into the bright, sensory overload of a grocery store, or faking a polite smile for a cashier feels physically impossible. So, you pull the covers back up. You decide to stay exactly where you are. Society has a lot of ugly names for this. They call it bed rotting. They call you lazy, unmotivated, or antisocial. But here is what nobody talks about. You aren't staying in bed because you've given up. You're staying in bed because your nervous system is completely overwhelmed. And the psychology behind this horizontal isolation is genuinely fascinating. To understand why you do this, we have to look at what you are actually hiding from. Every time you leave your house, your brain is forced to process millions of pieces of sensory data, traffic, emails, social expectations, the tone of your boss's voice. Psychologists refer to the cumulative toll of this as your allostatic load, the physical wear and tear that chronic, everyday stress puts on your body. When your allostatic load gets too high, your brain essentially triggers a biological circuit breaker. It forces you into an extreme sensory reduction. You don't crave your bed just because the mattress is soft. You crave it because it's the only controlled environment in your entire life. It's the one square on Earth where there are no demands, no unexpected questions, and absolutely zero performance required. But let's be entirely honest. Staying in bed all day rarely feels like a luxury spa retreat. It usually feels like paralysis. You lie there for 6 hours, doom scrolling on your phone, watching videos you don't even care about. You might realize you're thirsty, but your limbs feel like they're made of lead, and the thought of walking to the kitchen to get a glass of water feels like climbing a mountain. This isn't laziness. This is what clinical psychologists call executive dysfunction, mixed with a trauma response known as the freeze state. Your nervous system is so depleted that it cannot generate the activation energy required to complete even basic tasks. You're physically resting, but your brain is screaming at you, running a constant, exhausting mental checklist of everything you should be doing. You're trapped in a brutal paradox. You're too exhausted to move, but too guilty to actually relax. Research published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology shows that humans require what are called restorative environments to recover from cognitive fatigue. But in a modern world that demands constant hustle and 24/7 availability, those environments are disappearing. So your bed has become your last remaining sanctuary. When you pull the covers over your head, you're creating a womb-like incubator. You're giving your overactive threat detection system the undeniable proof it needs that you are safe. The heavy blankets provide deep pressure therapy, signaling your parasympathetic nervous system to finally lower your cortisol levels. You're not just wasting a day, you're actively treating a nervous system injury. If you are someone who spends your weekends horizontal, you need to hear this clearly. Your exhaustion is real. Stop beating yourself up for needing a ceasefire. The next time your body forces you to stay in bed, leave the guilt outside the door. You are allowed to take up space without earning it through productivity. If this felt like a mirror to your own life, I'd really appreciate you subscribing to MindNest. Let me know in the comments if your bed is your ultimate safe space. I'll see you in the next one.